Tonight, we continue to follow updates out of Uvalde after a grand jury indicted 2 former police officers for actions they took during the botched response to the Robb Elementary School shooting 2 years ago. Let's bring in KVUE senior reporter Tony Plahetsky. He's live in Uvalde with the very latest tonight. Tony.
Hey Adam, good evening to you. The first thing tomorrow morning, we are expecting those indictments against former police chief Pete Arredondo from the Uvalde School District and a second officer from the Uvalde School District to be unsealed in district court here in Uvalde County. And at that point, we will learn exactly why the grand jury decided to issue these indictments and what exactly they are charged with. Earlier this evening, a number of family members of those 19 children and 2 teachers came here to the Uvalde County Jail, where Arredondo was booked in and released from custody within about 90 minutes. For 2 years now, Arredondo has been the face of the flawed police response, where officers failed to act for more than an hour while the gunman remained in the classroom at Robb Elementary School with his young victims. Brett Cross was one of the fathers who came to the jail tonight. He's also been among parents demanding accountability since soon after the shooting.
Chiefs there were other high up individuals, and when you see that somebody is not doing anything and there are children literally bleeding out and you don't do anything, like you sit by for 77 minutes knowing that there are children in there dying, and they can say that they don't know all they want, but we've heard the recordings, we've seen that Mariano Pargas got that information, we've seen that other people got that information. They knew that there were children in there and they did nothing, and that is neglect and that is negligence, and they need to be charged for that as well.
The Uvalde grand jury started meeting in February. Of course, proceedings of a grand jury are secret, but in February, KVUE News learned multiple officers who responded to Robb Elementary School on that day were subpoenaed. By state law, we weren't allowed to know who they were or why they were being called to testify. Later that month, we confirmed that Texas DPS Director Colonel Steve McCraw went before the grand jury also. In 2022, about a month after the tragedy, McCraw testified to state senators, saying the law enforcement response after the shooting was a, quote, abject failure. This case is also significant because it marks the second and third time in history that law enforcement officers have faced criminal charges for inaction during a mass shooting. We'll keep you posted as this story continues to develop here this evening. Adam, back to you.